The following portion of Bloom is sponsored by Cardinal Roofing.
Part of keeping Tampa Bay healthy is to support our community. One veteran-founded local company with deep roots is educating the community and supporting our veterans right here in Tampa Bay. Joining us now is the co-owner of Cardinal Roofing, Bridget Wilson. Bridget, it's great to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and welcome to Bloom. I love talking about this because typically construction is thought about as such a male-dominated field. How did you get into this?
I was born into it. I'm actually a third-generation roofing contractor. My father is one of 6 sons raised by a roofing contractor, and each of those, my uncle and my father, they all had at least one son except for my dad.
Okay.
He had 2 daughters and said, I can do with my daughters what you guys can do with your sons, and offered it both to my sister and I to raise. We were both raised in the industry. We both grew up roofing and doing things like that. I was at USF studying to be a teacher, and my sister was in nursing school, and he offered to both of us to go to contractor school. And I'm the one that took him up on it.
That is incredible. Is it challenging being a female in a male-dominated field?
It is. It is, but it isn't. There's a lot of, the roofing industry is very family-oriented, so that's really great. And growing up in it, I did have a lot of mentors and a lot of people that did help support me and lift me up when it was a little more difficult. But a lot of the male roofers are very supportive of moms and of women and of kids. So if I would be around when I was pregnant and in the field, they would be helpful that way or encourage me that way. Or if I ever brought my son along to anything, or my daughter, they would always engage with them, things like that. So they were very supportive of me as a person. Me as a roofer, again, there was always that, you know, the sideways head thing, like, oh, okay.
A lady.
Yeah. You're like, oh, this isn't interesting. Yeah.
I love it. So why is branding and being a roofer so important to you?
For me, it's a family's legacy. Again, like I said, my grandfather, and carrying on his life and my father's lifetime goals has been great. And seeing my children grow up within the construction industry and them learning how to do different things and realizing how important it is to have a trade, not just a degree. I have both. I have a trade license and a college degree, so I encourage my children to have both of those. When COVID hit, it was shocking who's essential, who's not, and realizing that it's important to have a way to use both your brain and your physical abilities in a trade.
That's amazing. And I understand you're big on supporting our veterans. Why is that?
Again, I'll go back to my grandfather, James Harrison Jenkins. He served in World War II. He served 2 tours of duty with 2 different branches of the military. And then out of all of his sons, my dad was the only one that followed in his footsteps. My father joined the Army, and while he had gotten out of the Army before I was born, it still was always that pride of veterans and always honoring people who dedicate their lives to protecting our freedoms that we don't even realize that we have. You know, their entire day is spent doing the things that need to be done to keep us in the lifestyle that we've become accustomed to. So lifting them up and always supporting them.
I think that's so beautiful, so beautiful. And you have a big charity event coming up on April 14th.
We do. We've been doing this for 9 years. It's a Shoot for Those Who Shot for US, for us. And it's a sporting clays event, and it's at Fishhawk Sporting Clays out off Hobson Simmons Road. We have a lot of great people that are helping support with it. Chick-fil-A of South Brandon helps with it. JF Kicks, also Jennifer Bro with Dream Vacations, and the Phillips Creative helps us with all of our web stuff. So we encourage all abilities of sporting clays enthusiasts to come out. We even have Most Likely to Improve award. So if
that would probably be me.
Yes. So if you're not good at it, please come out. You could get an award.
That's awesome.
And it's great. It's at noon on April 14th, and you can sign up at girlroofer.com.
I love it.
Which is a website I jokingly purchased quite a few years ago, joking with my dad because I'm a girl roofer.
Yeah.
And so it's now our charity website. So
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, Bridget, I have to tell you, when people are making major decisions like, you know, getting a new roof, you want to go to somebody grounded in the community that people know and people respect. So I know your reputation precedes you, and what a pleasure it is to have you here on Bloom.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And for more information on the 9th annual Cardinal Roofing charity event on April 14th, visit girlroofer.com. I love that, girlroofer.com. And you can visit their company website at cardinalroofingfl.com. We'll be back with more Bloom right after this.
The preceding portion of Bloom was sponsored by Cardinal Roofing.